Now, I don't know about you guys, but cozy games are some of the best out there. And one that I've recently been lucky enough to receive not only an extended demo for, but also a review code to play the game early, is a lovely little game called Tavern Talk. A cozy visual novel where you're a magical innkeeper giving drinks and quests to the various adventurers who drop by. You make friends, see friendships form, and you get to help solve a great mystery surrounding stars and a couple of dragon gods. The first thing I want to talk about is probably the most obvious thing as soon as you load into the game. It's the beautiful music and most amazing art. The music is perfectly orchestrated for the different moments, the different emotions, the different characters even. And it definitely sets the mood when having these deep conversations, or even the lighthearted ones. I love the interior design of the tavern that makes it feel cozy and really, well, magical. When your patrons come back from a successful quest, they'll often bring back trinkets as well, so the more quests you give, the more decorations you get, from a clock to stained glass and much, much more. Getting into the gameplay, I personally found it to be the perfect mix of chill drink mixing and the anxiety of trying to make sure you don't send your friends to their deaths by making the wrong drink, as you do get multiple options to give them before sending them on their quests. Maybe they say either for dexterity so I can hit it better, or for charisma so I can talk to them rather than resorting to violence. And there's really no way of knowing which one is the correct answer, and you send your friends off in hopes that they will come back. Forever ago, I played a game called Valhalla, a cyberpunk bartending game, and Tavern Talk really reminded me of that. Mixing drinks, bunch of different options, and lovely characters you get to talk to and get to know. There are a bunch of different types of drinks you can make, but the most common so far are the basic ones without gradients. For example, Swift Strike or Spoken Heart. While the ingredients are really only used when giving a drink before someone goes out on a quest. It's a bit unfortunate because it means that you make the same drink several times, but it does make sense as these ingredients give different effects depending on what you use. For example, fire resistance and invisibility. Another appealing aspect of the game is collecting rumors to make quests. Once you get 3 rumors that are connected, you can piece them together to form a quest. The first quest you actually make this way is actually what gets our favorite elf ranger to take on their first ever quest. It also helps to unite adventurers and bring new people to the tavern. The next really big talking point I want to touch on is representation, which I believe is really important in really any industry, but especially the gaming industry, is it's really nice to look at characters and find at least one who I can resonate with. And as someone who is part of the LGBT community, it's really important for me to see LGBT representation in games. So this game has some wonderful points in those regards. For example, there's the option of your pronouns at the very beginning: she, her, he, him, or they, them. Which was a very pleasant surprise. I didn't know if the innkeeper would have pronouns, so to be able to choose which ones I wanted to use was wonderful. Additionally, the very first character you meet is a wonderful little non-binary elf named Fable. This cutie absolutely stole my heart within the first few sentences from them. And to this day, they are still my all-time favorite character from the game. I cannot speak on if their sexuality, representation in this game, as I have not yet finished it, and it hasn't come up yet. It's not a requirement, it's just one of those things where I look to see if that's also represented anywhere. There is also very powerful and empowered women in this game, which is also a huge point for me as I am assigned female at birth. For example, Carolyn, to quote Shadowheart, "I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. She is big strong lady and I love her." What also made my heart happy was seeing an adventure in a wheelchair. Not long ago there was some discourse in the fantasy world about whether or not adventures in wheelchairs should be a thing or even just allowed in fantasy. And to see that the devs of Tavern Talk not only included a wheelchair using adventure in their game, but also explained how magic can be used as an accommodation to help her get up the steps to the tavern that was set up by the innkeeper is wonderful. And it shows that yes, fantasy can have space for disabled people. Now, as the game literally just released today, I don't want to get into much else and not spoil anything else for you guys. It is an experience I would love for you all to have firsthand and not just through my video. But there is one really important thing that I want to point out that you can do. You can pet and feed onto the little familiar who is sitting at the counter where you mix your drinks. 10 out of 10, amazing devs. Anyways, this video, I usually don't make this type of video as it's not really my type of content. I usually just have my commentary while I play a game speak for itself. But I felt this is really important to make as these are some amazing, really wonderful, friendly game devs who are very active in their community. They have a Discord server that I joined to give some feedback on the demo, and they are talking, they are interacting, they are hyping up every single piece of fan art out there. I'll include the one I made of Fable up on screen. They repost people tweeting about them going live to play the demo of the game. They have just been such a wholesome experience, and I definitely highly recommend this game. I believe it's only $15 about on Steam right now. It has just released. Please go check out Tavern Talk if you are able. Please enjoy and let me know what you think of the game down in the comments section. Take care, guys, and I hope you stay sneaky sneaky. Bye, y'all.